Good day guys, it's your boy Jill from Zanzi Petrolheads here, and today we are reviewing the Kia Seltos CRDI, and it is powered by a 1.5 liter is it turbo diesel? I'm not sure. It's a diesel engine which produces 86 kilowatts and 250 newton meters of torque. So I'm lucky enough to get it in this matching black color, as it does have a lot of gloss black and these 17-inch alloy rims which are in grey. But then for now, let's talk about the aesthetics of the Seltos. So yeah, from the rear, let me be plain and simple with this car. This car is a back to the basic car, and I only have one issue with it, even though now I'm moving over the parts of me talking about the exterior. This car is overpriced. It's genuinely a good car. I can't flow it anywhere. It's a diesel, it saves fuel, really very good on fuel consumption. But then the just above 500,000 price tag for me just seems a bit much. But generally, let's talk about the looks, and we'll come to that later when I give my verdict of the car. So what do you guys think, right? And I mean, it's pretty plain compared to the previous Seltos. There's not really that much of a difference. It's generally still the same car. One thing we do have is an addition of LED lights, which are pretty disappointing, if I may say, because as you will see when I turn them on, the bottom part is what we call candle lights, and then the better part is like the xenon, but they're not really functioning xenons. It's just for looks, so it's not really a thing for me. And then we have this typical Kia grille with the Kia new logo. Is it new now, or we're already used to it? We have these lines which give the Seltos a bit of beefiness. Makes it look a bit aggressive, if I may say. I mean, just look at it. It has a sort of look to it. If they made a really sportier version of it, I'm sure we would get really something nice. Like, one thing I will say about this car, the Kia and Hyundai work together, so they share a lot of parts. So I think I'll do counting of a few things which I can say are the same. So generally, the exterior for me is basic. We have black roof, black and a bit of grey in front. There's really nothing exciting. It's just a car which gets the point done. It looks good, and I feel like it just, if you want I don't know how to explain this car. Wow, after reviewing so many cars, I never thought that I'll be out of words. But generally, I do say to people, this car is a very good car, in my words. Let me just maybe start it for you guys, and let's just have a listen of the diesel engine. Like, pretty basic interior. We'll come back to it. Where did I put the key? And as I said, this is a car from back to basics. You still have to use the key and insert it. So yes, now we are inside, and as we are inside, as I said, this boring old key. It's an automatic 6-speed, and when you start it up, it's pretty basic, and you just hear that diesel and the chiming sound. And another factor of the fuel consumption, will come back to that. I've traveled, I think, close to 400 kilometers, and I still have a range of 377. I've been averaging pretty good. So let me show you guys what I wanted to show you, which is the engine. And here we have the CRDI engine. Sounds like a diesel. Is a diesel. Yeah, 86 kilowatts, 250 newtons of torque. Not a bad package. I mean, as I said, it gets the job done. So let me know what you guys think of the exterior. There's different color options. So yeah, that's it for me in the exterior. There's nothing really interesting much. Let's go into the interior, where I find things are a bit interesting, and I'll just start off by showing you guys the interior. Let me just switch this off. So as you can see here, we have this beautiful leather. Let me just take out the key because it's going to make that sound. I had some passengers in this car today, and it's like, the lady just said as soon as she got into the car, she does not like this pattern of the leather. And I think it's just a bit of aesthetic. And again, one thing I will mention, manual seats, up, backwards and forth. And there's not really that much options. Remember what we call these? Poverty buttons. We have a traction off button, which I don't think those are things you should use. And then we have this nice design on the speakers. Look at that. And it actually does, like, there's some ambient lighting that plays when you play music at night. I'll try and show that if I drive at night again. I really do. It's not safe. And we have some gloss black. One thing I like to say about gloss black is I'm not really fond of that material. But so one thing I was saying, I'm not really fond of gloss black, and at least here we have minimum of it, if I may say. We do have it here on the panel. And coming back on my topic of Hyundai and Kia sharing parts, look at the Hyundai Grand i10. There's just a whole list of cars I can mention. They share the same things. Oh, and I forgot to show you the engine cover. It actually has two logos, Hyundai and Kia, so it's basically the same car in some ways. But overall, as I say, the interior is pretty I don't want to say bland, but it's just okay. With, as I said, the speaker designs, that's something that's a bit interesting. At least they tried. But I'm not seeing anything to justify that just above $500,000 price tag. I will be reviewing second-hand ones tomorrow, which will be part of this video, and we can see how that goes along. Generally, everything else is just pretty normal. So there's nothing interesting that I can show you guys about the car on the inside, just that it saves you a ton of fuel, and by a ton I mean a lot. It's really hot in here. Let me open the window. So showing you guys how my trip has been over the past week. I got this car on Monday, today is Thursday. I've traveled in total 398 kilometers, and if I just press the button down here, it's only going to log my trip. But obviously on a few trips that I've been making, I've been averaging around 4.7, 4.8, and my overall through this whole trip is 6. It's not bad. It's still very fuel efficient, with me using around 400 kilometers of range, and we still have 777. That's pretty good. There's nothing much to show you guys on this. We just have cruise control. That's the only safety feature, and 6 airbags and a reverse camera. Let me show you guys that. And one thing I do like about the reverse camera is when you're playing music, right, and you put on the reverse camera, the front speakers kind of switch off, and then the rear speakers are the only ones that have sound. Sort of like focus your mind in thinking about backwards. I don't know if it's really visible now, but as you can see, there's a bit of red lighting. If I do play music, let me try doing that. Hopefully I won't get as you can see, it's flashing, but I'll try and show you guys at night how that works. But overall, we have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. One thing which also sucks for me is that we don't have a Type-C. We have a fast charge here at the back, but there's no Type-C. This air conditioning system is pretty normal. You can also find this in a few Hyundais. But yeah, so let's hop onto the back and see what else we can find. Coming to the back, as I said, it's very spacious and very comfortable, I might say. We have rear air conditioning for our rear passengers, which is very good, and a fast charger, normal USB port. Annoying, but yeah, what can we say, man? As I said, 500. I'm not agreeing with that, guys. Moving over to the rear, I like how Kia offers these mats, which already help keep this back pad very clean. And to ignore my shoes over there, and we can open at the back here. We have a spare wheel and all the things that we do need. Pretty neat setup, and I will put the figures of the boot space in, but you can fit a lot of things in here. For those cooler bag guys, it can be a cooler bag here, your suitcase here. Then this is a pretty decent luggage. So if you fall in love with the Kia brand, I mean, check it out. Tell me what you guys think. Generally for me, this car just deserves, how many Mzansi points do we give it? I'm gonna go with a solid 5. It's a very good car. It saves fuel and all, practical, minimal settings. Like there's no wireless keys. It's just back to the basics, which really works. But I just felt that the price was a bit less. Other than that, I love this car. It's pretty spectacular. Compared to its competitors, since I already did the Renault Duster review, I will still pick the Renault Duster over this. For many reasons, especially also it saves more fuel than this, and it's way cheaper than this. So tell me what you guys think. Loving the car in terms of fuel range, but today I want to show you a comparison with a second-hand petrol 1.6 variant. Thank you guys to the guys at Micmac Motors for lending me this car. I work with them a lot in terms of producing this content for you guys, so go check out their YouTube channel, their Instagram pages, follow them, and give them a shout out in the comments and say thank you for borrowing us cars that we use to make comparisons for you guys side by side. I feel like it's more visual and better when you see them like this. So you've already seen the first part where I was explaining the details about the One I have on test, which is this one, as you can see within my number plates, and this one which I got from Macmac Motors. And I've got to say, the only difference which I can tell you guys for now, there's no visual differences, I swear to you. This car is listed as a 2021 year model, and this is listed as a 2023 model. But it's basically the same car, nothing has really been changed. And it's very funny, but at the price, which, as you heard, I was complaining about the price of this one, the way this second-hand model has went down and the price has shifted down is a very good pointer. So this one here is a 2021 year model, and it's going for 371,000, compared to this one, which the price starting new is around just above 500,000, which I've been complaining about. I do not understand why it's actually costing that much more. But this one with a few Ks on it, I think it has 30-something thousand Ks on it, which is not bad. And with a depreciation of about 100,000, it's pretty good value for money, I think. But because this is the petrol variant, I'm not really excited about it, more especially over the power figures. This one is a diesel variant. As I said, it has a 1.5 liter CRDI diesel engine, which produces 86 kilowatts and 250 Newton meters of torque. While this 1.6 petrol one produces 90 kilowatts, but 151 Newton meters of torque. And the fuel range on this one is claimed to be around, how much? 790 something. While this one goes down to the low 600s. So there is a diesel version which Macmac Motors have for sale, but that one is a manual. I'll show you guys video layovers of that car. But as for now, let me show you something. So you see we have the exact same looking thing. I'm gonna complain about it twice now. Let me show it to you. Just bear with me. Sure. One of the biggest setbacks for me is that why have LED lights here and you give us candle lights at the bottom? As a full package, I feel like this car should come with LED lights full around, more especially over the price of this vehicle at 500,000. I'm gonna keep on complaining about that. Don't come with that story of prices of vehicles today have gone up. It's fine, they've gone up, but this is a car which is literally 2 years older than this one, but with around 150,000 rands price difference. So think of such things. But let me show you more of what's in the inside to show you that these cars literally have no difference whatsoever. We have 17-inch alloy rims this side, 17-inch alloy rims this side. Still the same. This is black, this is blue. Cameraman, if you join me so I can open both doors. So, literally, this is the same. You can start this side or go anywhere, but we basically have the same car, same specs. But for the price, I would suggest that you guys visit my friends here at Macmac Motors to come and just get yourself one of these second-hand ones for a very good price. So let's go for a drive in the Kia Seltos CRD. It's a diesel car, so you know it has that weird noise, but let me just close the windows, and I doubt you guys will be able to hear the engine. I can hear it obviously because I can feel everything, but once you play the music, the car is quiet. As you can see, we have the reversing camera, which works pretty good. And you know, we're just gonna go for a drive, and you guys tell me how you feel. It's Friday, so it's busy, and I'm burning up. So we're gonna use Kia's nice air conditioning system, which I really do love. It works very well. So I think since we were busy taking content, my sitting position has been changed, but now I am comfortable. So update on this car. I've driven, let's see, how many kilometers have I driven? 441 kilometers, as you can see from there, and I still have 321 kilometers of range. So the diesel is fuel efficient, and overall I have been averaging 6.2 liters, which is very high because the claimed on this car is 5.1. But on my current trip, it's also 6. But yesterday I did average 4.9 if you're driving pretty well. So I feel like during rush hour, that's where things become a bit different. But generally, the car is a very good fuel efficient car, and I do love the car a lot. Suspension is pretty good. One test out of the bag. I would give this car 5 out of 10. Reason being, I have an issue with the price. I've been mentioning that the whole video. You can't fault this car in anything else. It looks okay. it's practical. You have the minimum needs of technology, if I may call them that. I mean, you have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Another issue which I have, that we don't have Type C. We just have the USB, and at the back is the fast charge and a 12-volt socket. But generally, for a car which is maybe a company car or just a practical car to get you from point A to point B, this does work well. With the SUV aesthetic, it really does work well. And I'm falling in love with the car. They've this funny little details, such as the speakers and their funny looking shapes and all that. But at the end of the day, all of it makes up for something. But if only Kia could just cut out like 50k from the price, this car would be perfect. But anyway, guys, if you guys enjoyed today's review, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Comment below what you guys want to see on the channel. The cameraman today is Bernard Muzanti, so subscribe to his channel if you guys like seeing gusheshes and tires flying to people's faces. Just kidding, I'm just exaggerating. But check out his channel, and see you guys on the next one. Peace out.